everybody, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Glory Kaimbe. If this is your first time on this channel, you are welcome. And for everyone that has been around liking, subscribing, commenting and doing all the beautiful stuff on these streets, guys, I see you, and I see you. In this video, I am really going to be talking about being a housewife in South Africa. I recently resigned. Well, not even recently. I've been at home for a couple of months. I resigned because I really wanted to be close to my children. I really wanted to, because I was feeling so overwhelmed, guys. And I think I shared a video on this platform about the challenges of actually raising children in South Africa as a foreigner. And which kind of felt like, a cool video to make and whatever. But there was really a lot of things happening in the background that I was really dealing with. And I do believe that there are so many women in this country or even worldwide that are actually going through the same thing. And I'm really wishing they could really have a chance to just really be there for their own children. So that's basically what I'm going to be discussing on this video. And I'm going to be tapping a bit more on motherhood and really actually being a housewife. What does it really feel like, being a housewife and all those things that it actually entails? I could continue. I'd like to encourage you from the book of Isaiah 8 verse 18 that speaks about children actually. Here am I and the children the Lord has given me. We are signs and symbols, or I love another version that says signs and wonders in Israel, in South Africa, in wherever, in Congo, in Nigeria, in Kenya, from the Lord Almighty who dwells in Mount Zion. So children are for signs and wonders. God has given us children. For those of you that have children, you can agree with me. Children bring a different dynamic to our lives. They bring so much joy. In as much as there are challenges that comes with raising children, but also children comes as blessings. They open doors. You know what I mean? They open doors to great things. And there is one thing that I always that I always say, is that with each one of my children, God has made sure that I have a testimony that comes with, the season my child was conceived, the time that I had my child in the womb and everything like that. So yeah, children are really for signs and wonders, and we are really called to look after them if we want to enjoy the signs and wonders, and if you want to enjoy the things, or you want to see the things that comes with having them. So yes, I mentioned, guys, that I resigned from my job to become a housewife because the hours that I was working were not really complicated hours. However, the fact that I had to wake up extra early, like I had to be up by 4, my children had to be up by 5 with me, and they were the first ones at the creche. I'm just creating a scenario in your head, you know what I mean? So I would wake up at 4, be gone by 5 o'clock. My children will have to leave also at 5, and when I'm leaving, my children have to leave with me actually, to go and drop me at the bus station, for example, and they will be the first ones at the creche. The creche will open at 6, and my children would actually be there 6 to 6. Basically, the creche was literally raising my children for me. And over time, it started to take a toll on me because I felt like I was not really doing what I was called to do. Because when we pray to God and we ask God to give us children, or ask God to give us jobs, we also ask God to give us the grace to know how to maintain those things. But when it comes to working, number one, I was working a very, like, later on. At first I was enjoying the job, I was enjoying everything that came with it, but later on it became exhausting, it became toxic. And then when you're in that environment where your hard work is not being, is not really being seen, and you're working so hard, and then you have to come home and look how your children are really paying the price. And I know that in this country at the moment, it is really difficult for you to, like, for example, in a household like this, it is really difficult for us to be a one hand, one income does no longer does it. The one income no longer does it in this country. So I'm not going to say this as if like when I resigned from my job, it was a very easy decision for me to make. Financially, sometimes I'm like, but however, I'm not looking for. I'm looking for a job. Even if, with that being said, I'm still looking for a job that will allow me to be a mother to my child. I want to see my daughter go to school, and I want to be there when she comes back from school. And especially since she has started she has started primary school, I want to be there for my child. You know what I mean? I want to be able to I want to be able to serve my child. I want to be able to serve my son. I only have two children, so I really want to be a present mother. And with what is happening around the world today, the kidnapping, the enemy is really after the youth, and the enemy is really after the young children. So we need to have parents that are really present in their children's lives. I'm not speaking about presence in terms of providing to each and every one of their needs. You really need to have an upper hand in what's happening in your child's life. Have time to talk to them. Create that environment, to really talk to your children and really be there for them. And for me personally, I can say that I've really seen that difference in my daughter's life. And this is a topic that I'm very passionate about, guys. I'm so sorry if I'm talking about too much, but I'm very passionate about this topic. Oh, my eyes. Yeah, I think one of my hair went in. But anyway, yes, I'm very passionate about this topic because with me being feeling like I'm letting my children down, I also started seeing a change in my daughter. She became, it's like she was seeking for attention. She felt like she was being dropped almost everywhere. Today she's here, tomorrow she's there, today she's here. It was just a bit too much for her as well. And then she was really acting out. So I can really say for the couple of months that I've been at home that it's almost a year. Oh my goodness, it's almost a year since I stopped working for that company. But however, I've really seen the change in my daughter's life. So I changed the schedule as well. I made it the 8 to 3 because that was the time that they were releasing them. I would go and fetch at 3 o'clock. I was there on the dot. The days that they are coming out at 1 a.m., 1 p.m., I'll be there at 1 p.m. to make sure that I fetch her. Really try to engage with her. Really try to know her as a child. You know what I mean? Because those little times of me being so busy at work, when I come back home, because I'm out of the house by 5, well, I'm gone by 5, and then I'm coming back home at 6 or 7. I have to cook, I have to clean after them. Where is the time? Where is the time for me to have a conversation with my child? I spend half of my time commuting, and then when I come back home, I'm so tired, but yet I have to do all these things. Where was the time for my child? So I'm really grateful for the time that I've really spent to really communicate with my child, to really have this, bond with my child, to really have built this relationship that we have now. And I can really say that there has been an improvement. And I really want to encourage anyone that really feels like, you are overwhelmed, you have to work, you have to do this, you have to do that. My encouragement is not for you to resign from your job. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying do things that will allow you to show your children that you have chosen them. Show your children that you are there for them. Show your children that mama is willing to go through X, Y, and Z to really be there for you. And I remember one of the questions she asked me when I stopped working, Mommy, why aren't you going to work anymore? Mommy, what is this? I would speak and I said, no. I'll just tell her, I'll be like, no, my child, I am at home right now because I want to spend time with you. And she was shocked. And then one day she gave me a hug. She said, Mama, I'm so glad you are here. I'm so glad you are here with me. And then later on, I started discovering that, hey, the school that I was actually dropping my daughter at really had an issue. I started seeing all these things that I was not able to see because I would drop them early and be on my way. My daughter is going to another school right now, and the feedback is completely different. The feedback is of that normal 5-year-old feedback. The teacher is very professional. The teacher tells you this is that. And me knowing my child, I know what to work on and what's really what she can improve on and what she can do less on. So you see, that is very important. And guys, stay at home mom, being a stay at home mom is a full-time job. Don't let anyone fool you. Because remember, guys, I was juggling work and motherhood and being a wife Being a stay-at-home wife is a full-time job that I do believe should really get recognized. We should get a salary. We should be getting a salary. Like, you should be getting your monthly salary, because it's not easy. Wake up in the morning, you have to cook, you have to clean. Well, you have clean, cook, taking care of everybody else's needs, and by the time you go to sleep, of course, I'm not as tired as I used to be when I would go to work as well, but I am tired, and when I sleep, I sleep. When I decide to say I'm gonna put everything aside and sleep, guys, I do sleep, and I don't feel bad about it. And the never ending laundry. There's always laundry to be washed. There's always dishes to be washed. There's always this, there's always that. And I've really tried to make the best of it by coming up with, different ways of doing things, different ways of making some meals. And in some ways, it is working. So, yeah, guys, that is all I wanted to share with you guys. Being a stay-at-home mom in South Africa is not easy. Talk less about the homework that you have to do for your children. Like, hello, guys, grade R homework is too much. Like, when I think about the time I was in grade R, we did not have as much homework as my child has right now. And some of them, I'm like, myself, I can't even draw to. I can't draw. Give me a ruler, I can draw, but don't ask me to show my child how to draw a person when myself, the mother, I'm not good at drawing. So yeah, you also have to do homework for your child and all of these things. Oh, goodness gracious, being a stay-at-home mom, it's so rewarding. It is also challenging, and when it comes to the aspect of, finances and stuff. But when it comes to the lives of our children, I really urge mothers, I really urge parents to really do things that would really not accommodate, that will really make sure that our children are still in the picture, and that we should not allow capitalism to really take the best of us. And sometimes, as an individual, it is very important to know when to pause, and I'm so glad that I did that. Even though it came at the cost, I'm so glad that I did that. The break did a whole lot of good for me. And should I be in a work environment right now, I think I'll be in the right frame of mind to even work and do what needs to be done. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's very important to take a pause, to take a break. And I'm not only speaking about taking a break being at home. Sometimes take a break and be outside, go out there, take a vacation, do whatever you need to do. Go travel to a neighboring city or something, or go on a road trip. It is very important, and it really frees your mind. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm done blabbing about being a stay-at-home mom in South Africa. It is not easy. And for those of you that have been doing it for the longest, guys, good job to you guys. It's not an easy thing to do. And we appreciate you. I appreciate you, mothers, for looking after your beautiful children. I appreciate you, fathers, for being there for your children, because I do believe that children need both their mother and father in their lives. In this world today, you have to be one step ahead when it comes to social media, one step ahead in the spirit. You've got to pray for your children before anything could happen. You've got to be on par. You've got to be on, one step, 2,000 steps ahead. Will leave you me. Enough of the blabbing, guys. Please tell me, have you ever been a stay-at-home mom? What was your experience? Did you ever have to leave your job because of one reason to the other? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. And for everyone else, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.